The glamorous world of celebrity birthdays often comes with champagne toasts, dazzling parties, and social media posts that trend worldwide. But sometimes, amidst the flashing lights and the carefully curated photos, something unexpected slips through, something raw, something real. That is exactly what happened at King Yaman's 35th birthday celebration, an evening meant to highlight his achievements, his charisma, and his journey from Turkish television heartthrob to international star. Instead, the night left fans and guests stunned as his speech hinted at a love from his past, one that still lingers in his heart even as he moves forward in life and career. The evening began in Rome, where King has built much of his career and where his fan base is as passionate as anywhere in the world. The venue was chic but intimate, filled with friends, colleagues, and a few carefully selected members of the press. King arrived looking as striking as ever, dressed in a perfectly tailored suit, his presence commanding the room even before he spoke a word. The atmosphere was festive, with laughter, music, and the unmistakable energy of people celebrating not just a birthday but a man who has become an icon. Yet beneath the glamour, there was a palpable anticipation. Everyone knew King was expected to give a speech, but no one could have predicted what he would reveal. When the time came, the lights dimmed slightly, and all eyes turned to him. Holding the microphone, King smiled, thanking his guests for being there, expressing gratitude for the love and support he had received throughout his journey. He spoke about his fans, his career, and the sacrifices it had taken to reach this point. His words were eloquent, measured, the kind of public speaking one would expect from someone used to being in the spotlight. But then, his tone shifted. His voice grew softer, his expression more distant, as if he were speaking not just to the crowd in front of him but to someone far away, someone who wasn't there. He said, 35 years is a long road. Along the way, we meet people who change us, who leave marks that never fade. Sometimes they are still beside us, and sometimes they are not. But even when they are gone, their presence remains. The room fell silent. Guests leaned forward, sensing that something extraordinary was unfolding. King paused, his eyes searching the floor for a moment before lifting again, and then he added, "There are loves that teach us, that push us, that hurt us, and yet those are the ones we carry with us forever. Tonight, I feel the weight of those memories, and I want to honor them." The reaction was immediate. Whispers rippled through the audience, people exchanging glances, wondering who he was talking about. Was it Demet Özdemir, the co-star with whom his chemistry once set screens ablaze and fueled endless rumors of a real-life romance? Was it Diletta Leotta, the Italian presenter whose relationship with King had dominated tabloids before its abrupt end? Or was it someone unknown to the public, a private love hidden from the cameras but no less impactful? The ambiguity only heightened the intrigue. Social media exploded within hours. Clips of the speech were shared on Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok, fans dissecting every word, every gesture, every pause. Some insisted it was about Demet, pointing to his emotional delivery and the way he spoke about a love that changed him forever. Others argued it must have been Diletta, citing the timing and the fact that their relationship had ended publicly, leaving a void that still seemed to echo in his life. Still others suggested a secret relationship we never knew about, a hidden chapter in King's story. Hashtags like #KingYaman35, #PastLove, and #BirthdaySpeech trended across multiple countries. What made the moment so powerful was its vulnerability. King Yaman, known for his strength, his confidence, and his sometimes fiery personality, had shown a different side. He wasn't the untouchable celebrity, the warrior of El Turco, or the romantic hero of Erkenci Kuss. He was a man reflecting on the loves that shaped him, the heartbreaks that defined him, and the memories that refused to let go. For fans who had followed his career for years, it was a reminder that behind the polished image was someone deeply human. Insiders later revealed that King had not originally planned to make such a revealing speech. According to those close to him, the emotion of the evening simply overtook him. Surrounded by people who had supported him through triumphs and failures, he felt compelled to speak from the heart. And in doing so, he revealed more than he may have intended. Some claim that as he spoke, His eyes glistened with unshed tears, that his voice trembled ever so slightly, subtle signs that this was not just performance but confession. The following days only fueled the fire. Paparazzi attempted to track his movements, hoping to catch him with someone who might fit the role of this past love. Tabloids speculated wildly, running stories with headlines like, "The woman Yaman cannot forget" and "Birthday confession, who is the love that still haunts him?" Meanwhile, fans across the world debated passionately, some celebrating his honesty, others worrying about his pain, and many simply fascinated by the mystery. Beyond the gossip, however, the speech carried a deeper significance. It was a reflection on the nature of love itself, on the way relationships shape us long after they end. For Can, turning 35 was not just about celebrating success but about acknowledging the ghosts of the past that still walked beside him. In a way, his words resonated with millions who have loved and lost, reminding them that even celebrities, no matter how glamorous their lives appear, are not immune to the bittersweet ache of memory. As his birthday faded into memory, the echoes of his speech remained. It became a defining moment in his career, not because of a new project or a glamorous appearance, but because of his willingness to be vulnerable. And perhaps that is what makes Yaman so compelling. He is both larger than life and achingly human, both a global superstar and a man who, like everyone else, carries the scars of love. The night of his 35th birthday will be remembered not just for the celebration, but for the shock of his words, the revelation that beneath the surface of fame lies a story of love that still burns in silence. And for fans around the world, one question will linger long after the candles have been blown out: who was the love Yaman was speaking of, and will we ever truly know? In the days that followed his birthday, the impact of Yaman's words only grew stronger. Online forums, fan pages, and entertainment blogs were filled with endless theories. Some fans began to compile old interviews, piecing together quotes that they believed pointed toward the identity of this mysterious past love. "There was a time when I was truly happy, when I felt understood," one older interview resurfaced, sparking speculation that he had been hinting at the same person all along. Others dug into paparazzi archives, searching for moments where his body language betrayed affection, moments where a lingering glance or subtle touch told a story no headline could. Italian media, never one to miss a scandal, published editorials questioning whether Can's confession might affect his career. Would audiences see him as more human and therefore more relatable? Or would the mystery overshadow his professional achievements, turning every new project into a backdrop for gossip about his private life? The truth, however, seemed to be the opposite. The confession made him even more magnetic. Far from damaging his career, it deepened his image, showing layers of vulnerability that had previously remained hidden. For producers and casting directors, it only reinforced the sense that Can was capable of carrying roles of great emotional weight, roles that demanded not just charisma but raw authenticity. Meanwhile, those closest to him offered glimpses into how the speech reflected his real state of mind. A close friend reportedly told a magazine, "Can has always been intense. He loves deeply, and when he loses, he feels it just as deeply. That's why people connect with him. He doesn't do anything halfway, not in his career, not in his relationships." This insight painted a picture of a man whose strength was also his fragility, someone who could conquer the screen as a warrior but still carry the quiet ache of a lost love. The fans' emotional investment reached fever pitch when a fan in Turkey posted a heartfelt message: "If he is still hurting, then we are hurting with him. We've watched him smile, we've watched him fight, but now we see his pain, and it makes us love him even more." Within hours, the post had been shared thousands of times, translated into multiple languages, and turned into video tributes set to emotional music. The global nature of Yaman's fandom ensured that his speech, though given in a private venue in Rome, had become a universal story about love, memory, and the passage of time. This 35th birthday, then, was not simply a milestone of age but a turning point in narrative. It was the moment when Yaman reminded the world that fame does not erase humanity. Even surrounded by luxury and adoration, he too carried a heart marked by the loves of the past. And in revealing just a glimpse of that heart, he gave fans something far more powerful than a glamorous party. He gave them honesty, wrapped in mystery, and destined to be remembered for years to come.